Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Vol.3 Volume 3 Redemption. I'm Katiahiko, and in the last episode we continued on with the Forest of Pain, and it's not painful in that it's hard, it's painful in that it's fucking long as hell. And in this episode we're gonna keep going to the Forest of Pain. I'm sorry for the lack of episodes for, I don't know, about a week. I was learning to juggle. No, really, in all seriousness, I was actually actually my doggy, Misty, got put to sleep because she was old and I was really not in the mood for recording. I think the day before we put her down was the day I ran out of episodes that were pre-recorded. And for that whole week, I really just didn't feel like doing much. Because she was about 14, and I'm 21. So, she's been here for more than half of my life. So I missed her, and I was really sad. But she was old, and she wasn't really eating much. And so she was losing a lot of weight. I mean, she was about 40 pounds last time we weighed her. She should be like 60. So I decided that it'd probably be best to put her down, because I'd rather her be put down than for her to starve. We did take her to the vet beforehand, and they gave us some medicine. But the medicine wasn't helping, so that's why we decided to put it down. And I was all of this sad. So I'm sorry for the lack of episodes, but I think that's probably a pretty good reason. If you got a chance to read, sped up. There are like 4 objectives for this block. Do some 18 skill triggers, I think it was. Defeat 6 enemy parties, and then 4 awakenings. And die 3 times or less. And they don't mean you die, they mean your party members, I think. Which in this case, Shino had already died twice, so it's a good thing I finished all the fights, because I can just skip through everything now. Yep. So I got all that stuff, and the only thing that's really good as far as I'm concerned is the body butterfly, I think it was. And then you get this cool, badass looking thing here to fight, which is kind of neat. Anyways, the funny story, this is about an hour recording, and since I sped it up and cut out all the fights, it ended up being like 12 minutes. Whoops. I thought it would make at least 2 episodes, but I guess not when it's sped up this fast. Fuck it. This speed is good. It's not so fast that it's choppy, but it's not so slow that it feels like it's pointless. I think this is good speed. So whatever. Anyway, so this guy, my strategy, even though he's weak to dual blades, my strategy was to just pound him with the dual guns at close range. Because if he has any status afflicting, like, armor, it doesn't affect you if you're using the dual guns. So I was using those because they can get in a lot of hits and makes them easily Rengeki-able, I guess. So I would Rengeki him with the dual blades and then double trigger to get the dual guns back. Although sometimes I forgot to do the double trigger, so I didn't get the dual guns back, but there's ways of fixing it. Like now I did it and I just did it again, and because. So, yep. That's how that worked out. And then I just Avatar Awakened him whenever I could. I am maxed out on virus cores, but I cannot leave at this point. You'll see when I finish the fight, when I go to the teleporter, it says if I try and leave the 51st floor and above, I will lose my spot damage. So at this point, I can't go back and do the lost weapons stuff, unless I want to redo all these floors, and I kind of really don't. I mean, I could skip all the fights except for the boss fights, which those are the most annoying ones, so I really don't want to do them again. So, oh well, I guess I'll just try and get to the top in this run. Which, by the way, it gets very, very boring. I can't play this game very long doing this because I get bored doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I only went through 2 blocks of 10 or 5. I'm only on floor 60 by the time this is over. And I got bored. I couldn't record anymore. But it looks like I'm gonna have to since this has only ended up being 1 episode and I have to record some more. Which that sucks. But, oh well. It's what I get for trying to do the Forest of Pain. Or pretty much at this point, I kind of stuck to the dual guns because, as you saw, when I started learning to juggle, I can keep the little guys up in the air and just kill them that way without them ever getting a chance to attack me. So for little enemies, I will do that. Bigger enemies, obviously, they don't fly, so I can't do it with them. But whatever. So here's where it'll tell me. I will lose my block progress if I leave now. And I'm like, son of a whore. So I just kept going. At least it'll give me save points though, so if I lose, I don't have to do the whole thing again. I just load my save. And that one gave me some more objectives. What is it? Open 7 treasure chests, do 4 awakenings, don't die more than 3 times, and fight 7 parties, I think. But I got so bored that I didn't even fight the 7 parties, so I didn't actually do the last objective. It gets you something that increases your critical hit rate, I think, though, but I didn't care enough to care. That's how that worked. I got really bored. I was so tired of fighting. Just all of the tired of fighting. Tired of the dungeon, tired of fighting. Tired of these objectives. So, sorry, I didn't actually do the last one, or the second one, actually. I didn't do one of them. I was looking at this guy. Look at how weird this guy looks. He's so weird. So I stopped to look at him, but then I kept going because I was wasting time, which probably would have been a good idea considering the length of the video. So, whoops. Oh well. Have you guys been watching any anime? I don't have anything else to talk about. Devil Survivor 2 is pretty much at this point not going anywhere near the game. Probably. But that's fine. The story is still pretty good regardless of the fact that it's not following the game pretty much at all anymore. And I like it. The other anime that was... I posted about it on Twitter, if you guys saw. Shingeki no Kyojin, episode 5. 4 or 5. Whatever the fucking episode. The one that hasn't aired yet, because it doesn't air yet today. I think it airs. Well, maybe it airs today. Does it air today? I don't even know what day that airs. I was thinking it was Saturday. Or something. But anyways, the one that hasn't aired yet, but they haven't still get uploaded. The one before that. Or the one before that airs this week. Whatever. I think it was episode 5. That ending was what the fuck. That ending was so cliffhangery and what the fucky that I went and read the manga. The manga's only 44 chapters long so far, so I read the manga. I caught up in 2 days, which is not too bad. It's pretty good. I was looking forward to the rest of the anime. Besides that, there's Hataraku Mawa-sama, which I still really love because it's great. It's got a good balance of funny and then action. I'm pretty sure I talked about these all before, but still, Hataraku Mawa-sama is good. And then, of course, there's the other Suisei no Gargantia, which is still good. Still kind of worrying, though, about it, because the person who wrote it is the same guy who wrote, Madoka and, Psychopaths, which are both really fucking, like, depressing, people dying anime. And I've heard this one's supposed to be more cheerful, but I still have to be a bit skeptical. Still a little bit skeptical. Because it's that guy. It's just because. That's the main reason. I don't trust him. Other than that, I pretty much dropped Ginga... whatever. Ginga Kikotai Majestic Prince. I dropped that. I got bored. So, that's what I'm watching. I really want to see the next episode of, Hakataki Mao-sama and Shingeki no Kyojin. Because, since I know what happens now in Shingeki no Kyojin, I kind of really want to see it animated, see how it looks. See how it is. I mean, I think it's Production IG that's doing Shingeki no Kyojin, and they do a pretty fucking good job with their animation. Just look at Guilty Crown. That's a beautiful anime. That is a beautiful anime. So, you know, whatever. I really don't know what to talk about. I still got a kitty, even though my doggy's gone, we still got the cat. He's actually sleeping on me right now. As I am recording this, he is sleeping on my lap. Oh, my foot. I remember I think I said I broke it the other time I was recording this. We went to the doctor yesterday, which would be Wednesday. Today's Thursday. Was it Wednesday? Doesn't matter. We went to the doctor. No, we went to the doctor Tuesday. It was the 7th. And he looked at my foot and he took some x-rays and he said it'll be good to go. I didn't screw it up more. 2 more weeks with the boot and I should be good. And if it still hurts when I walk without the boot in 2 weeks, I should put the boot on for a little bit longer until it doesn't hurt anymore. Otherwise, he said it'll pretty much heal with or without him. And I'm like, yay! No more. I hate that boot. It's kind of annoying. I don't have it on right now because I'm sitting, but I have to walk like downstairs or for outside somewhere. I have to put it on because I just can't. It still hurts a little when I walk. Thankfully though, it's not the constant pain that it was when I first broke it. That pain's gone. It's just if I try and walk on it, putting pressure on the spot where it's broken. The kitty's walking on me. How dare you? Hello. Let me pet you. Pet you. It's a good kitty. Mostly. He's a sleepy kitty, I can just tell. Just look at his eyes and they're like half closed and he's just staring at me like, what? What? Go to bed again, that's what. By the way, the only reason I'm showing this fight again, even though I'd probably cut him out, is because if I cut it out, this video would be about 9 minutes. And I just wanted to make the video longer because I didn't want to record more. But again, it looks like I'm going to have to record a little bit more so I can get at least more than 1 episode of this out. Because 13-ish minutes is not really enough for a video. I mean, it's good enough, it's close enough, but it's barely close enough. And then to get only 1 video out of the whole thing is pretty bad. So, now that that boss is done and I'm at the 60th floor, I guess I'll end the episode here. Sadly. I swear this is gonna be the death of me. By the way, real quick, I have a bunch of time. If you haven't voted yet on the next Let's Play, you should go do that. Currently it's tied at 2 votes for Fragile, Tales of the Abyss, and Dragon Quest. Go vote. I need someone to break the tie breaker or to vote something else. But anyway, that'll be the end of this episode. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.